Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle back here with another video. Today what we're going to do is we are going to go over my top 30 champions again and the updated gear for them for September. So we did just have laundry day. Hopefully you guys had a successful laundry day. I know a lot of people's champions get kind of set back on laundry day because you want to upgrade the gear, but then we all run out of gold. So I have finally got everything to at least plus 12 in my top 30 champs, so that I can show you guys this video. We're basically gonna do this every month, assuming that I have significant changes in my gear or my top 30 champs. So let's just jump right into it. So first one on the list is Alia. I'm really happy with how her gear came together. You can see her stats here. She's up to 40k HP. She has a little less attack than a lot of people's, as she's at only plus 674. But she does have plus 1.37 attack with 211 crit damage and 94 crit rate. So really strong stats. She can farm incredibly fast. She isn't max skilled yet, unfortunately, but she's on attack speed, crit damage, attack, and she's on Mortal Keen. So next up is my Katsu Coe. Katsu Coe is up to almost 80k HP with 55% accuracy, standard build with Adept. I used Sturdy as the offset just because I already had a decent amount of accuracy on her, but she still has HP. Again, really strong. The Sturdy set does give her a lot of extra defense, which is really nice. Add in there her own defense buff as well, and she's crazy tanky and hard to kill. Next up is Sung Wukong. I know a lot of people don't use him. I haven't been using him recently, but he is still on his original vampire set. Attack with damage attack with Vampire Keen. I haven't used him in a long time, so nothing special to see here. Next up is the Yunro, my Fire Snake Lady. So disclaimer on these is that I have 4 Snake Ladies built now and 6-starred. So my primary Snake Lady gear is going to be on the dark one. So if you're looking for gear for any of the Snake Ladies, maybe skip ahead to the dark Snake Lady and I'll show you her gear when we get there. But for Yunro, she has, I believe, triple HP on her. No. So for her, I decided to go defense HP. You can do that as well. I really like that build actually because it just makes them a little bit tankier. They don't need triple HP. Adding in a defense piece will save an HP piece for somewhere else. But the standard build for all the Snake Ladies is going to be Adept Precise. Next is Vimal. I really like Vimal. He's basically a Manaz that has a strip, but he doesn't have any ongoing damage. So it's kind of a bit of a trade-off. He'll be really good for the ascended floors if you need a strip, because he does still have the cooldown reduction. So for him, I made him tankier because I do plan on using him in ascended floors. So as you'll see later, my Manaz is on attack HP, but my Vimal is on attack HP. Unfortunately, his gear isn't maxed yet, but it is on Adept Precise with 73% accuracy and just shy of 50% or 50k HP. That is going to be going up once I can max out that gear, but he also has plus 1100 attack, which is really nice. Next is my Blueberry. I just recently 6-starred her. I did manage to get her gear maxed before this video, but she's on Mortal Keen, attack, crit damage, attack. The crit damage the crit damage glove is only 5-star, so that could be upgraded for sure. But she has plus 1600 attack with 88% crit rate, and she has a crit rate buff, so you don't need that to be 100%. But 88% I thought was pretty decent considering she has her own buff. It probably doesn't even need to be that high, it's just the way it worked out. And she has 179 crit damage as well, with 39% accuracy because she does have a defense buff on her ultimate, so having that defense buff is really nice. Next up is Wen Jie. She is up to 86k HP now with about 1000 defense and 75% accuracy. Again, Adept Precise with triple HP. this bracer here is, or sorry, this pendant is really, really nice. So I'll show you this one. Resistance, move speed with 13 accuracy and 19 HP. I have a lot of really good bracers, adept bracers for some reason. Next up is my pride and joy. Probably my best geared champ is Ballarat. Adept precise again. He is at 100.8k HP, which is a little bit down. I made a slight change on him from last month, and I'll show you why. So his resistance was at 79%. It's down to 71. His accuracy was at 78%. It's up to 87, which is going to help with the strip a little bit. He also has 1100 defense and over 1000 attack. I did give him, not really intentionally, the attack, but I did try and boost all of his stats overall. The reason I dropped him from 102k HP from 102 down to 100.8. He is on attack, or sorry, HP by the way, is because one of these pieces, this piece here, had a huge flat HP stat on it, like 2000 flat HP, or I guess 1200 flat HP. But this one I switched it on to has move speed on it. The reason I did this is because on my arena offense, my nukers were actually moving faster than he was and catching up to him. So with this little tiny bit of move speed, it just means that he jumps out front first and the nukers stay behind him, and it just keeps my teams a lot safer with this tiny bit extra move speed. And with a huge accuracy substat and some crit rate, I figured it was the perfect piece of gear for him. Also, in terms of great pendants that I have, this is one of probably my best piece of gear. 27% HP and 12% accuracy with attack and crit damage. So really, really nice pendant again on him. But all of his gear is really strong. This one, 21% HP. This one that you just saw with the huge accuracy substats. This one has defense, flat HP, and a huge accuracy substat. This one with the big defense and accuracy substats. And then this is really the only one that I'd like to improve, is his bracer. It just has attack and resistance on it. I would love something to replace these flat stats, but at least he can still get even a little bit better. Next up is Stella. She hasn't changed at all. She is still on brutal precise attack, crit damage, attack. She is on precise because she does have a strip. But basically just giving her a ton of attack with as much crit damage and crit rate as I could get. Next up, the 10th monster on our list of 30 is Fathom. He's up to almost 70k HP with 1400 defense. And that's because he is on Adept Precise, but he's HP, Defense, HP. So for him, none of his skills, well, so his one skill will scale off HP a little bit, but basically most of his skills, like it says damage based on HP, but he doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't have him built for damage, so I don't really care about his max HP. I just want him to be as tanky as possible. And I wanted him on Precise so he could transfer that debuff as well when I'm 4-manning Widow 10. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can check that out. It's one of my first videos I put out, if you want to see how to level champs in Steel Widow. But yeah, that's pretty basic for him. Just make him as tanky as possible, give him some accuracy, and he'll be fine. Next is Washy. His gear hasn't changed from last month either because I haven't really been using him, but he has really good stats on him. 74% crit rate, 172% crit damage, and plus 1500 attack. And he has a bunch of HP. He's got 44k HP total. Also, because he has his skill set, he really wants to go through his skills a lot because he has the mark and he needs the mark. So he's on attack, crit damage, attack, but he's on Adept as well. Then my Eleanor, who's relatively new. I don't think I had her for the last video. She's up to 72k HP, and she has huge base defense, which is really nice. So what I did with her, if I didn't have her in the last video, is I amped up her accuracy. She's up to 99% accuracy now with this huge amount of HP, and 2 of her pieces aren't maxed. The glove and the bracer haven't been maxed yet because I just haven't needed any extra HP. I'll get around to it eventually, hopefully by the end of the month, before I change her gear all over again. But she is on triple HP, Adept Precise, mainly because you want to cycle through this skill, her ultimate, as often as possible. and if she's not on Adept, she may not use it on the boss, which is really what you want her for. And you want the precise, so she lands all this ongoing damage as well, which is why I have her at 99%. So Xiao, same thing, I believe. Yeah, HP, defense, HP on her. Adept precise as well. She's not on the best gear just because I don't really use her anymore. Manaz, I'm really happy with his gear. I don't think I changed it though from last month. He's at 42k HP with 2000 attack, 59% crit rate, and 74% accuracy. Same sort of build as Vimal that I showed earlier. Adept precise on him as well, except he's on attack, HP, and attack. So he's going to hit harder than Vimal, but I plan on using Vimal. I plan on using Vimal more for the ascended floors and just on the ones that are nature floors. So I figured I'd make him a little tankier. Next up, what number are we at here? 12, 13, 14. So the 15th one, we're halfway through. Turelion. He actually has pretty good gear considering I never use him. 78k HP with almost, well, 1150 defense. He has 50% crit rate as well, and pretty good attack speed with a plus 0.71. And he has a HP, so triple HP on him. If you want to do it differently, he's on Adept Vital, but if you want to build him a little differently, you could, if you're going to use him for Blitz or for Arena Defense, I would put him on Dazzling. I just have him on Adept because I don't really use him. So I do have him on triple HP. You could go Speed HP if you wanted to, because you do want high attack speed, but if you're going to do that, make sure you have great HP substats. I had good attack speed substats, so I just went with triple HP. Next up is Mallika. She is the Blade Master that doesn't get used as often out of the two that I have 6-starred so far. But she is also on Vampire. She's on attack, crit damage, attack. Pretty decent stats though. She's got plus 1200 attack with 91 crit rate and 199 crit damage. So she does quite well when I do use her. I've been using the fire one more often. My Gorglon here has great stats. I wish I kind of had somewhere to use him, but he's got amazing stats on him. He's up to 95.3k HP with 81% crit rate and 111% crit damage. And he even has a little attack speed on there and still managed to get 53% accuracy. So all in all, with over 95k HP, and he hits like a tank because he's got high crit rate and high crit damage. He is on Mortal instead of Adept, but he's on Mortal Keen with triple HP, and all the crit rate and crit damage just came from either the Mortal set and the Keen set, plus the substats. So all in all, I'm really happy with him. He does hit really hard. I just don't really have a place to use him yet. Next up is Kendrick. I don't really use Kendrick at all. I really don't like the Nature Pirate, but I know a lot of people love him, so I'll show you his gear. I went hybrid on him. Attack, crit damage, HP. His gear is only plus 12 because I never use him. And he's on 3 different 2 sets. So he's on Warding, Precise, and Vital. So all in all though, his stats are actually quite good. 76% crit rate, 135 crit damage. He is lacking on the attack just because he's on a hybrid build. But the trade-off for that is that he has 50k HP. Next is Dr. Synapse. I've shown you guys videos on how crazy his damage can be. Dr. Synapse's damage is insane. I actually did an Elder Drake 10 team where I ran him, Rhoda, and Mallika in the same team, and he by far out-damaged all of them. He has plus 1467 attack with 79% crit rate and 134 crit damage. So those stats could be even better if I had him on the best gear, but I have him on Adept because I feel like he really needs to cycle through all his skills pretty quickly. And he also has a lot of debuffs and stuff like that, so I tried to get as much accuracy on him as possible while not skimping on the other stats. But here is his gear. Attack, crit damage, attack, they are maxed. He's on Adept Keen, but he hits really, really hard, and if he had better gear, he would hit way harder. He just doesn't have great gear on him. It just happens to be maxed and has basically the minimum stats I would use him. Next up is Rhoda. Rhoda with her, I wish she had a little more HP, but other than that, she has decent stats as well. She's got 83% crit rate with 133. Hey, stop it. Sorry, my dog's just chewing on something. 133% crit damage, and unfortunately she only has 30% accuracy, but all in all, she's got quite good gear, minus the glove. So let me just grab this from my dog. This is what happens when you have puppies. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a wooden box, and he's chewed the hell out of the corners of it on both sides. Anyway, if you have a puppy, keep anything wood away from them. So yeah, attack speed. I wish this bracer had a little better crit rate on it, but it did roll high crit damage, so I can't complain too much. The glove is just filling a spot for now. I really want to get more accuracy on her, but I would need a really good precise bracer or precise glove to put on here, and I would need a precise helmet, a good one to put on the helmet as well, and I just don't have those yet, so until I get them, she's gonna be staying the way she is. This chest piece is really nice. Crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and accuracy. It's perfect for her. This bracer, crit rate, attack speed, and accuracy again is perfect for her. If anything, I would change the defense for crit damage, but I mean, that's almost perfect as well. Same thing here, crit rate, attack speed, and attack. And then crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and accuracy on the helmet, which is why this helmet is still on there, because it's so strong. But I do want to get a better bracer for her, and if I can get a good set, then I will potentially take this helmet off. But with the accuracy and the high crit rate roll, it's really difficult to replace. So we'll see what happens. I considered putting her on Keen, but then she has no accuracy at all with the Keen sets I have, so we will have to see what happens, but I would like to improve her a little bit. Lingxi, like I said, adept precise on all the snake ladies. This one is a little weirdly built because I took a bunch of gear off her, because she was probably my best geared one when I pulled the dark snake lady, so she lost a lot of her gear and I just put value gear on her. So she's on defense, crit rate, and attack. I wanted her to hit a little bit harder in Elder Drake 10 when we were doing Drake speedruns during the Elder Drake event. But she's got 35k HP with medium to low crit rate. Like I said, she kind of got stripped and got the short end of the stick. She is really good, and I actually have her almost max skilled. I just have no real use for her right now. And then Valor, I actually recently 6-starred. I wasn't really planning on it, but I gave him pretty good gear. I'm happy with how he turned out. So he has 88.5 HP, KHP, with plus 1.02 attack speed, which is really fast considering he's on triple HP, and he's got 61% crit rate. He's only got 22% accuracy, but all in all, I think those stats are really, really good for him. He has no skill ups, unfortunately, but he's on dazzling and warding, HP, HP, HP. But most of these have really good substats. So for him, he's got a crit rate substat here. He has attack speed and crit rate here. Attack speed, HP, and accuracy here. Attack speed, crit rate, accuracy here. Attack speed, crit rate, accuracy, and HP here. And attack speed and crit rate here. So substats are great all the way around, which is why his stats turned out so well. Almost done. We got, I guess, 10 more? No, 8 more. So Camille, again, adept precise. I feel like I sound like a broken record, but a lot of champs are going to be on adept precise. He is defense all the way around. I've been considering taking one of these out and putting in an HP piece. I just don't have an extra one, so I'm keeping him on triple HP for now. Even though he only has defense on, he still managed to get 30 38k HP, 38.5k HP with 47 accuracy. He does. I wish he had a lot more resistance, but I didn't really have time to play with him. He has pretty good attack speed and crit rate. All in all, he's doing amazingly well. I've had no issues with him. I am considering taking one of those defense pieces out though, because he does have plus 2,000 defense. Next up is poor Xenia. Xenia's been stripped so many times, and her gear keeps getting passed to other people. But Adept Precise is the way to go. HP defense, I feel like, is probably good for her. Triple HP is better because her heal... Where is it? Yeah, healing is based on caster's max HP, so you want her to have as high HP as possible. I needed this HP piece, the bracer that I had on her, and this defense piece had a good HP sub, so I figured it was worth the trade. I don't use her very often anymore though, so I'm not too worried about it. Next up is Sigrid. So Sigrid last month had Mortal on her, but her Mortal gear went to Alia, which means I needed new gear for Sigrid, so she landed on Rapid. So this is all gear that I pulled during the Elder Drake event to put her on Rapid, and she's on Rapid Keen, attack speed, crit damage, and attack. So unfortunately she has no accuracy, but she has 32k HP plus 783 attack with 79 crit rate and 158 crit damage and plus 1.43 attack speed. I figure, considering that it was only a week's worth of farming, that worked out quite well. She still hits really hard. She does the job. Because she has no accuracy, she won't land her defense break, so I need to make sure that if I am running a team with her in it, that I have another defense break in it and I'm not relying on her. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with her gear. Next up, last 5. This is number 26 on my top 30 for this month. Ginger Sweet. She's the same as she was last month, plus 1400 attack with 77 crit rate and 189 crit damage. Pretty basic. She's on Mortal Precise. I have her on Precise so that she has more accuracy because I didn't have much for her. She does have a defense break, so that 39% accuracy maybe could afford to be a little higher. But otherwise, I feel like I've been saying a lot in this video that her accuracy could be higher, but it's mainly for the nukers. So Blueberry was at 39, Ginger Sweet's at 39, Sigrid's at 0, and Rhoda's at 30. But the main people that need accuracy have actually, I've been trying to get them really high, and that's why the accuracy subs on the others are low. So like Wen Jie here is 75, Ballarat has 87, Eleanor has 99. Both Vimal and Manaz are up over 70. So yeah, you'll see anyway. Also my Snake Lady as well is really high. So that's sort of why the others have been skimped out on. But as a team together, I'm still landing what I need to land. Alright, next up is Kras and Thunk. I've never used him. I 6-starred him, and I think he's max skilled. No, he still needs 3 more skill ups on his Paralyzing Dart. But I've really never used him. I'm sure you could use him in a bunch of places. I just have better options right now. I'm hoping he'll be good in Guild Wars when Guild Wars comes out, but we'll have to see. Next up is Violet, who again, I haven't been using her either. I was using her on Arena Defense. I do use her in Blitz, and that's it. But these stats for Blitz are fine. She is on triple HP. None of her gears even maxed, but she has over 60k HP and decent resistance, and that's really, and defense as well. That's really all I needed her for. She's basically just in there for the stuns, and that's it. Altana, I tried her on my, I built her up recently and tried her on my Arena Defense. I think she's missing, yeah, she's missing one more one more cooldown skill up on Suppression Pulse, but that's it. Otherwise, she's maxed. She is on Dazzling Sturdy with HP. She has really good stats, 70k HP with 1200 defense and 66% accuracy. But when I put her on my defense, she just didn't do that much. I was hoping she would because of all the debuffs that she has. lowers attack, slow, stun, lowers attack speed, silence, plus she has a shield and a damage reflection buff. But I'm guessing that it's just getting nuked and she isn't really doing anything while she's in there. So I did take her out of my defense, but hopefully I can find a use for her at some point because I have decent gear on her and I feel like she should have her uses other than 5v5, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, her gear is Dazzling Sturdy. And the last unit in the top 30 is Chann Sia, my Dark Snake Lady, who is my most recent 6-star and my 30th 6-star as well. So let's take a look at her stats first, and then we'll come back and look at the gear. So she's level 59. Once she's level 60, she'll get a little more HP out of this, but I figured it was okay to show her now. She's at 53... Yeah, 53k HP with 77 crit rate and 99% accuracy. Also has a decent amount of attack speed in there, and you can't see it on here, but she also has some move speed as well, so that she can be better in the ascended floors. But yeah, I'm really happy with these stats, and I'm actually looking forward to showing you the gear, because I think she's geared really well. With one exception to what I would normally do. So the bracer here is really nice, HP percent with 10% crit rate, 15% accuracy with attack speed and defense subs. Amazing value rune for a Snake Lady. This bracer, or sorry, the glove, I keep doing that. This glove is the one piece of gear that I want to change, which is why it's the only one that isn't maxed. So it does have attack speed and crit rate, which I don't mind, but it's only 5-star and it's only plus 12. Once I get a 6-star glove, this will add another 5k to her stats on HP. So that'll bring her up to close to 60% once she's level 60 and she has a maxed out glove. So she'll have 60k HP, still with that 77 crit rate and 99 crit damage. Or sorry, 99 accuracy. The chest piece has high move speed with high crit rate and attack speed. I wish this flat attack had HP on it, but I mean, considering she's going to have over 60k HP, I'm not too worried. I had some other options I could put in there. I was thinking about putting this one in, but in the end, I just went with this one because it's a legendary piece and has crazy value on it. We're going to save the bracer for last. The helmet, resistance, attack speed, crit rate, and attack, really nice for her. Again, it's not a tanky piece, but I figured because I was going with a lot of HP on the main slots, that I could go more attack heavy and try and add a little extra damage in there on these ones. And then again, same sort of thing here. This one's just a good value pendant with crit rate, attack, and HP. Even the flat HP is not that bad, so I'm okay with that. And finally, my favorite piece of gear on her is this accuracy bracer. So we're going to come back to that, but first, if you remember, all of these ones have, well, except for her, they all have HP bracers, and that's what I would recommend, is an HP bracer. But Chann Sia here, come back. The reason she doesn't have an HP bracer is because this accuracy bracer has a 31% HP substat with 13% resistance and a little bit of move speed as well. So all in all, I was like, well, I'm losing 30% HP or 32% HP instead of it being the main stat, but I'm changing that into 64% accuracy, which means I can add a whole bunch of other substats instead of having to fight for accuracy subs. So I went with that instead. So even though she has that accuracy bracer, I'm still going to have her over 60k HP, which I thought was crazy strong. But I really like this piece of gear, so I figured I would show that one off in particular. And that is my top 30 units right now, guys. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on how I have these things geared and what you would change and what you would leave the same. Other than that, though, I hope this video helps you guys out. I know a lot of you guys always will ask about my gear and what gear I have on what units, so I'm going to try and do this after every laundry day, just so you guys can see what gear I'm currently using. Yeah, so I hope this helps you guys out. I hope you all have a great day. I will be streaming Blitz tomorrow night, because Blitz Reset is tomorrow night, and then we will be having our normal stream on Saturday. So hopefully everybody has a great day, and we will see you on Twitch at twitch.tv/5fingershuffle, and have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye.